Personal protective grounds are used by linemen on de-energized lines. If they need to do work on a de-energized line, they'll apply the grounds. The requirements are that if a worker's working on it, then personal protective grounds need to be applied. Because lines are up in the air, there's just about no place where they could not become energized, whether it be a lightning strike miles away or a car running into another pole, knocking an energized line onto that. So every time they work on a de-energized conductor, linemen will always apply personal protective grounds. As the years have gone by, obviously there's larger voltages, higher currents that linemen are having to deal with. American Society of Testing and Materials, or ASTM. ASTM has developed a table in their standard F855 that lists the various grades of cable, ferrules, and clamps that have been tested. They give a withstand voltage and an ultimate rating capacity voltage for all of them. Most recently, they have added H-rated simply because of the increase of voltage and amperage that the linemen are having to deal with. Because H-rated is a relatively new standard, manufacturers and assemblers like us are required now to assemble the H-rated. When we have gone that direction, we chose to get the fin press, which compresses at 650 tons of pressure. The benefit with that is it has 8 dies that squeeze down at the same time, and it allows us to put via the computer a final compressed outside dimension on the ferrule. Each one of our manufacturers for each one of their ferrules and cable combinations have given us the outside dimension of the final compression. And we're able to use that with the fin press as opposed to the old style with the simple 12-ton press. Clamps, cables, and ferrules and the combination, the entire system have been tested to reach the voltages that are necessary. When we assemble, TMD is able to customize the personal protective grounds so we can cut cable to the length, use the gauge that you require, cut it to length. We can use the shrouded or the non-shrouded system. We typically put heat shrink on either one of them. We have roughly 200 different selections of clamps in multiple manufacturers as far as ferrules and cables for your total assembly package. Basically, if you give us the application and specifics about preferences of clamps, we can assemble it at our location in Wick. When we begin to assemble the grounds or we get a request for grounds, we'll take the gauge of the cable, whether you want clear jacketed, yellow jacketed. We'll cut it to the specific length that you need. We also strip the ends of it so that the ferrules can be put onto the cable. We go to our fin press and compress the ferrule onto the cable to the manufacturer's specifications. Once that's done, we add heat shrink for water and moisture protection, as well as a little bit of strain relief. Then we add the cables per request of the customer. Oftentimes, customers will have one style of ferrule or one style of cable on one end and then another one for the ground end. Occasionally, they'll be the same on both ends. Once they are assembled, we test them per ASTM standard 855 to measure the resistance level of each one of the grounds. After assembling the grounds, we will test the ground before sending it to the customer. With that, we can serialize per customer's request each individual grounding cable, and it will have the date that it was tested.